So welcome back to Java programming session. In this session, let's discuss about method overriding. So in a class hierarchy, when a method in a subclass has the same name and type signature as a method in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. What does this mean? Let us assume that I had class A and class animal and class canine, which extends to animal. So automatically all the methods in the animal are also present in the canine class, as class canine is extending to animal. Okay, but I just want to change the way how Rome behaves in the child class. In the canine class, I want this to behave differently. So what I can do is I can just override the method such that whenever I call Rome method from the child class, the overridden method will be called. This new version which I have written in the child class will be called. If I am calling the Rome method from the parent class, the actual version, the original version will be called. That is the purpose of overriding. So in a class hierarchy, when a method in the subclass has the same name and type signature as a method in the superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. Then if you ask me how to override, then the answer is straightforward. So just write the method in the subclass with the same name and type signature as the method in its superclass. Then automatically the method in the subclass is overriding the method in the superclass. So when a overridden method is called from within a subclass, as I said, if I call this Rome method from the canine class, then the changed version, that is the overridden method version, will be called. It will refer to the version of that method defined by the subclass, but not defined by the parent class. Okay. So let us look at an example. Here I am writing void Rome system.out.println animal class, because I am giving the name of the parent class here. It's just for demonstration. We are printing the name of the parent class and the Rome method present in the parent class. In the child class Rome method, we are printing canine class. Okay. So whenever an object is created for the canine class, for the child class, then if we call the Rome method, then the method defined in the child class will be called. Okay. So we can see it as an example. Let us do a small program on this. So I am taking class A and then class B. I just want to extend the class B to class A such that class B is child of class A. So in class A, for demonstration purpose, we are taking two variables. Let me write a constructor. So constructor purpose is to initialize the instance variables. So I is equal to A and J is equal to B. Okay. Let us write one method to override. Void show, then system.out.println, and print the values of I and J. Okay. Now in the child class, I'm just creating another variable K. So child contains three variables now, I, J, K, because it is extending to A. So write this constructor. I want to initialize all the three variables with this constructor. I can call the parent class constructor using the super. That is one of the use cases of super. We're initializing all the three variables. I want to override this method. So exactly the same name and same signature. Print the value of K. Okay. I'm writing public class method overriding demo, which contains main. Let us create an object for class B and call the show method on the B object. Okay. Let's observe this. Save. Let me compile. Class B extends A. What is the error we got? Class B extends S. Okay. Save. then Java method overriding demo. You can see K is 3. So what is happening when I call the show method? When I call the show method, it is calling the show method written in the class B, that is the subclass. Okay, let us try this. If I just remove this part, there is no show method in B. And if I compile now and again execute it, you can see that I and J are 1 and 2. What is happening here? So it is when we did not write any specialized method here, when we are not overriding, the actual method in the parent class will be called. But I don't want this behavior to be exactly as in the parent class. I want to change it. Then what I will do is that I am overriding it. Okay. So this is how the overriding will work. Let us look at this method. I can also use super if I want to call the show method of the parent class in this fashion. For example, if I say super.show here, if I write super.show, okay, then automatically what happens is that it will print I and J and then it will print K also. So it is calling the show method from the parent class. So by using, I am also just demonstrating how super is used. Super can be used to call the constructor parent class constructor. Super can be used to call a method which is present a member of the parent class. Okay. Now let us look at this. Java C. I and J are 1 and 2, K is 3. That's very good. So what happens if there is something wrong with the signature? If I say just added an additional parameter, then what will happen here when I am calling ob.show? So the general guess is this may be called, or the show from the parent class may be called. Which one will be called? The answer is this method is not overridden now because there is an extra parameter here. Class B contains two methods, overloaded methods of show. One is without parameter, one is with parameter. So I can call ob.show. When I call ob.show, it is calling the parent class show method. If I say ob.show and pass an string here, so it will call the child class show method, which is overloaded in the child class. So if the signature is not same, then we can say that the methods are overloaded, not overridden. Let us try to execute this. You can see this I and J are 1 and 2. This is from the parent class show method. Here I and J are 1 and 2. Super.show Raju printing the string K is 3. This is from the child class show method. Okay. So we are telling that this show method from the child class is overloaded, not overridden. Okay, this is something we should remember. Okay, let us go to the PPT. So when an overridden method is called from within a subclass, it will always refer to the version of that method defined by the subclass. The version of the method defined by the superclass will be hidden. Okay, if when the methods are overridden, we cannot call the method from the parent class from the object of the child class. That is because this particular method in the parent class is hidden. We cannot call it from an object of the child class. And the rules when we are doing method overriding is always remember that the signatures must be same. Methods with differing type signatures are overloaded, not overridden. We should remember this. So that is the example we have shown there. When I have passed an extra parameter there, then those methods are overloaded, not overridden. The methods can't be less accessible. What does this mean? We will also see an example on that. For example, I got this parent class appliance and a child class toaster, and there is a method turn on which is overridden. Let us assume whether it is overridden or not. So boolean turn on, return type is boolean, method name turn on, here boolean turn on. So exactly having the same signatures. Okay. Then when it comes to the access specifier, here I am telling private and here we are telling public. Okay. So does this play any role? When we look at the rules in the previous slide, we said that the methods can't be less accessible. So we clearly know that public is something which has more access compared to the private. So this is not going to override your method. Okay. So when it comes to here Boolean turn on, so Boolean turn on, here we got int level. I am passing an extra parameter. Whenever an extra parameter is passed, we said that these methods are overloaded, not overridden. So what's wrong with these examples? Here the problem is it is public and it is private. And when it comes to here, there is no parameter here. Here we have a parameter, which means that these methods are overloaded, not overridden. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let us continue in the next class.